Hello and welcome to today's live open home. I'm John Kettle from Tommy's Real Estate, making open homes easy for busy people. And I'd like to welcome you here to the apartment at 3B, 245 Wakefield Street in Tiara in the middle of Wellington in the Monument apartment building. Now this apartment is quite special. It's a one-bedroom apartment. I'm advertising it as being the perfect urban lifestyler, and it's an apartment that's got a floor plan that's based on a loft style design. So I'll explain that to you as we work through and why it's really important that makes this apartment that much special. Okay, so first thing we'll do, we'll walk through and have a look at the kitchen. Now the kitchen area and the living area in this apartment is a little bit more compact, but it's done that way for a reason. The kitchen is particularly impressive from the point of view that it covers off two really basic needs for any good kitchen. First and foremost, there's plenty of bench space for preparing food, and the second thing is there's got plenty of storage. So there's lots of drawers, cupboards. You've got also this here for pantry, shelving for food, or books, whatever, and crockery and bits and pieces up here. So it's really good from that point of view, and it's kind of out of the way, but in a really good central place as well. I just want to turn around now. We've got a cavity here for the fridge. You'll notice we don't have a fridge, but that's where it goes. And the laundry goes in here, so everything's tucked away really nicely. Just lower the camera down and point out something which is really important for living in town. It's the odd box for fast fibre, so it's in the apartment. So a lot of people ask me whether it's got fibre, whether the apartment's got fibre, what's the internet connection like. This is right up to scratch. Another thing that's too, which is really good, is we've got the stairwell here, and we've got a door here to get in underneath the stairwell for storage. And we've got another one here. So this area, in my opinion, has been really well designed, really well thought through, and you can come basically through the door into the fridge and grab yourself a beer when you get home from work, which is always got to be good. Just kidding. Now we'll go upstairs. Now the upstairs part is what the loft style design is all about. So you've got essentially a mezzanine level, and the bedroom is, in my opinion, a full-size bedroom. So there's been no compromising on space at all here, because at the end of the day, the sort of person that will buy this needs to have a really good standard accommodation, particularly at night, to stay in town. So it's got good space. You can get a queen-size bed in here, and it's really nicely set up, so it's normal. And the other thing is we've got this blind, so let the daylight in, and you've got a void through here to the living area. So it makes it nice and open and airy and fresh and modern. So that's really neat. Now, turning around, I just want to highlight this area here, this nook. This nook here could be a number of things. It's another clever design, a good use of space. Just goes to show the architects gave it a little bit extra thought. So I like the fact that it's got plenty of power points here. You've got a connection here for a phone line, internet connection. This space I've seen in other apartments in this building with the same floor plan used for many different things. So believe it or not, one of the options was to put a bassinet in here, so a young couple with a child, worked really well. You could put a chest of drawers in here. You can set it up as you've got now with a desk table and have it as a home office. You could put bookshelves in here. You could put a rack through there and use it as an extension of the wardrobe, whatever. And there's another idea as well, which has slipped my mind, but I'll come back to that. I'm sure. Oh, that's right. You could put a daytime bed through here as well. And lay the mattress down. There's enough room there if you wanted to. Now the wardrobes are a good size. You've got double wardrobes here, and nice and big. So in actual fact, you can put quite a lot of clothing in there, or suitcases and things like that. And then we'll walk through to the bathroom. The bathroom, in my opinion, is great because it's a full-size bathroom. It's really well appointed, a beautiful sink, and you didn't slip over there, did you? You all right? and good shower cavity. And behind the door we've got the lavatory. So a good setup. One of the things about this apartment too is you've got some really good fans in here, which work fantastically well for taking the moisture away, the steam away when you have a shower, and it does work really well, I can tell you from my own personal experience. And certainly stops the mirror from getting steamed up. All right, let's go downstairs. So remember what I've been saying, this is a loft style design apartment. So we're going to have a look at the living area here now. So the living area here is a little bit, I guess, compromised. I'd call it compact, but it's really well set up. So a couple of things that are important. You can put a nice little table and chairs here for eating at. You've certainly got a great bench and kitchen area to prepare food, particularly breakfast. But the other thing which is really important with the loft style design is it does cover 2 floors, which basically means you've got 2 floors of window space, and therefore you've got a really good source of natural light. So that's really, really important. Now while we're at the window, we'll just have a quick peek out of the window, because the other thing that you're buying with this apartment is the location. Now it is absolutely super central here. You're right in the middle of the city, so you can take off to work really quickly. You've got Courtney Place 1 block over, another block in the other direction you've got New World Supermarket, and on the waterfront too in the other direction too. So it's a really nice and handy area to be in. All right, so let me tell you now about the reasons why you'd want to buy this apartment. First and foremost, it's on the market at buyer inquiry over $475,000, and that I believe is a really good value for money. And what you're getting for that is 72 square metres, 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, and a brilliant location in the city. Now it's been advertised by way of tender if not sold prior, and I should tell you we've got an open home this afternoon at 5:30 after work, so do pop through in here and have a look for yourself if you like. And we've got another one on Sunday at 1 p.m. for 3/4 of an hour, so from 1 p.m. to 1:45. A few other things I just want to mention about the apartment is that it's 72 square metres, which I think that I have mentioned. Oh, that's right, the tender close date. The 23rd of October, so Wednesday the 23rd of October at 3 o'clock, but it is tender if not sold prior. And the vendor will look at offers before the tender close date, as long as they're attractive enough for her to want to work with them now rather than wait for the tender close date. So on that note, please be aware that I have got an excellent information pack that I can email you. It's all the information's on a Dropbox link, and I've done that deliberately because if you want to make an unconditional offer on this apartment, you can send that information pack to your bank or your lawyer, and they can become very quickly up to speed with all the information on the building. So I think I've covered it all off now. One thing I have to say is I love this apartment. It's a really bright, friendly, happy space. It's right in the middle of town. It's nice and bright and colourful. If you are someone that's looking for a bolt hole in the middle of town, you want to have somewhere where you've got a better standard accommodation, where you don't have to be in a hotel room or someplace that's your own, it's a really, really good option. And if you're a single person and you're looking for a start out and you don't need a lot of space, and you certainly haven't accumulated a lot of bits and pieces, and you've got a job in the middle of town, it's another really good idea. The entry level in terms of prices is not high. It's only $475,000, so really good options for people looking for 1 bedroom apartment. This has got to be a really good choice. All right then, so that's me for now. I'm John Kettle from Tommy's Real Estate, making open homes easy for busy people. Thank you very much for tuning in. Look forward to seeing you tonight at 5:30. Oh, sorry, before I go, special mention to Mark Stewart. Thanks for tuning in, Mark. See you soon. Bye for now.